Let's take you through history as we remember the inspiring story of Katherine Johnson, a trailblazer whose brilliance shattered the barriers of segregation and brought her into the heart of the space race. From the quiet streets of White Sulphur Springs to the forefront of NASA, witness the extraordinary journey of a woman who turned dreams into trajectories. This is Katherine Johnson, from segregation to space. Katherine Johnson was a true pioneer in the world of space exploration. She was born in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia in 1918. Miss Johnson's brilliant mind and determined spirit propelled her beyond the confines of gender and racial prejudices, leaving a mark on NASA and American space history, becoming an inspiration to many young girls worldwide. At the end of World War II, two major world superpowers emerged from the ashes. This sparked the Cold War, which was characterized by geopolitical tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union. This period witnessed a fierce space race, with both superpowers striving to showcase their technological dominance. The launch of the Soviet satellite Sputnik 1 in 1957 heightened this competition, emphasizing the strategic importance of space exploration. Once the Soviet Union defied the odds in sending the first human being into space, all the pressure was now on NASA. Soon, NASA started employing black women as human computers in a new segregated facility known as West Area Computers, or the WAC. This was the facility where later on, Katherine Johnson, along with a few other highly educated black students, began their career in mathematics in 1953. As Katherine Johnson grew up, racial segregation prevented many from experiencing the full educational experience, but even in the face of adversity, Miss Johnson's early interest in mathematics shone brightly. Growing up in a community that placed limitations on African American education, her talent for counting and problem solving became evident at an early age. Soon, Miss Johnson's talent evolved into a passion for mathematics, laying the foundation for her remarkable journey at NASA. "I counted everything," the mathematician recalled in 2015. "I counted the steps to the road, the steps up to church, the number of dishes and silverware I washed. Anything that could be counted, I did." Despite facing racism, she excelled at West Virginia University, graduating with the highest honors. Notably, she became one of the first African American students to break through barriers, integrating her graduate school and earning degrees in mathematics and French. This helped pave the way for a groundbreaking career in STEM. Her enthusiasm for her job drove her to work harder and harder every day. "Never did I get up and say I don't want to go to work," she remarked in an interview.
It doesn't sound like in the moment she saw herself as a trailblazer by any means in that moment, did she?
No, she said I was just doing my job, and I did it well.
In 1953, Katherine Johnson joined the NACA's West Area Computing Unit, a group of African American women who manually performed complex mathematical calculations for the program's engineers. The women, known as the West Computers, analyzed test data and provided mathematical computations that were essential to the success of early U.S. space programs. As she states, "I stood there, astounded. Back then, a room filled with so many professional black women was a rare sight. Not one of them was a teacher or a nurse, nor were any of them domestics. It was an unusual sight, but Katherine wouldn't let it distract her from her job. Her work on intricate mathematical calculations for aircraft trajectories quickly gained recognition for its unparalleled precision and reliability. As a human computer, her abilities to perform complex calculations with exceptional accuracy set her apart in an era when computing technology was still in its infancy." As the space race gained momentum, Katherine Johnson's role became crucial. She calculated the precise trajectories that would let Apollo 11 land on the moon in 1969, and after Neil Armstrong's history-making moonwalk let the spacecraft return to Earth. Her calculations were not just exercises, they were fundamental to the success of many historic missions. From Alan Shepard's groundbreaking first American spaceflight to John Glenn's monumentous orbital mission, Miss Johnson's expertise in orbital mechanics became the linchpin for NASA's success. Electronic computers were used for the first time for complex calculations during Glenn's flight. However, Glenn did not entirely trust these new machines, and he refused to launch until the girl, as he called Johnson, had checked the landing calculations once more. "Get the girl," Glenn demanded. "If she says they're good to go, then I'm ready to go." She did, and so did he. The mission was a success.
I don't believe he knew her by name. I believe he knew her reputation, because she said, "I always did my best."
Katherine Johnson's entry into NASA marked a critical moment in the integration of African Americans into STEM fields, opposing the time's racial and gender standards. As she said, the women did what they were told to do. They didn't ask questions or take the task any further. I asked questions. I wanted to know why. They got used to me asking questions. This turning point expanded the horizons of opportunity for individuals regardless of their background, inspiring a more diverse generation of scientists and engineers. Katherine Johnson's extraordinary work in the field, combined with her pursuit of knowledge and willingness to question the norms, became not just a scientific breakthrough, but a momentous change in the attitudes towards women in STEM, as she showed how an African American woman can also excel at a tough job and be trusted in these conditions, proving that even NASA can rely on them and succeed. Miss Johnson's work, beyond its scientific brilliance, shattered both racial and gender stereotypes, making her a symbol of resilience and excellence. Her contributions at NASA were instrumental in driving policy changes within the organization, notably in desegregating both NASA itself and the West Virginia University. She caused many diversity initiatives and introducing the concept to NASA and prompting it to increase female representation in STEM fields. Because of her evident capabilities, these institutional barriers began to crumble, leading to a more inclusive environment and equal opportunities for individuals with diverse backgrounds. Even a NASA research facility in West Virginia was named after her. Katherine Johnson's impact extended far beyond the boundaries of her immediate contributions. Her work on Glenn's flight, along with the work of several other Black women at NASA, was even the basis of the 2016 Academy Award-nominated movie Hidden Figures. This remarkable achievement not only showcased their contributions, but also shed light on the impact that they had on the space industry. As NASA's administrator, Jim Bernstein stated, Katherine Johnson helped our nation enlarge the frontiers of space, even as she made huge strides that also opened doors for women and people of color in the universal human quest to explore space. She emerged as a symbol of perseverance and excellence once again, dismantling barriers for future generations. She had done things that no one had expected of her. It was the first time a woman in her division had received credit as an author of a research report. In fact, Johnson authored and co-authored 26 research reports during her career. Her legacy paved the way for countless African American women in STEM, still being an enduring inspiration for those who dare to dream. Johnson's resilience in the face of adversity challenged the time's preconceptions about women, African Americans, and their capabilities in the scientific community. In 2015, President Barack Obama awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom, proclaiming, Katherine G. Johnson refused to be limited by society's expectations of her gender and race, while expanding the boundaries of humanity's reach. Today, their legacy inspires a more inclusive and diverse space exploration community. As we look back on this pivotal moment in space history, we honor the resilience and determination of these women who broke through barriers and influenced much more than just space exploration. Their stories remind us that the sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning. Overall, Katherine Johnson's dedication, endurance, and brilliance not only altered the trajectory of space exploration, but also left an imprint on the ongoing quest for knowledge and equality, giving many people an icon that proved that they could achieve their own dreams. In her 33 years at NASA, Miss Johnson was a pioneer who broke the barriers of race and gender, showing generations that anyone and everyone can excel in math and science. As we celebrate her life and groundbreaking achievements, let us reflect on the accomplishments of this extraordinary woman who defied the odds, shattered barriers, and reached for the stars.
To the right a little. Ready? Down a half. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. Listen, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot. Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. I'm at the foot of the ladder. The limb footbeds are only impressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches.